Dodger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Smothers. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's Arch to throw. Out wide right, it's Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And it's decision time on this first drive, and I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself, be aggressive here on this 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
He wants to go deep. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning fires to the middle. He's got it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Arch Madness. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Art's going to spin it again. Left side is Townsend. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Look out! Across the 25, he's got room. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, it's Smothers. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out wide left, it's Brown. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hall. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Sees some running room. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
And unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the end.
Sends it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Right side, it's Lockett. Off and running. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got a step and just dusted the field. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Levitt. Rolls right. Looking for his man in the middle. Holds it in down the middle. Turning it on. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning. Got him quickly. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Good job just to get rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Still looking to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. On the move. On the run, deep down the right side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Manning. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air, it's Levin. Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To throw, Manning. He'll pull it down. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day, but sometimes you can force it in when it's just...
Goes high to pull it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Here's Durham. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll run it with Caden Durham. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration.
Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the...
Going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I love that play call. I love when you're backed up in your own territory, forcing them to defend the whole field. But here's the problem. When you go aggressive twice in a row and you throw 2 incompletions, now 3rd and long, out of your own end zone, like, this is just, don't make that big mistake. Don't hold on to that football too long. Don't turn it over. You got to be smarter.
Oh, look out on the right. The 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. It's Lewis again. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Rush is on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Turns up, it's Coleman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. Right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Lewis wants to pass. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lewis. Buying time to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Looking down the left side. He's got it down the field. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Making the adjustment on the play. Enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Lets it fly. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Arch Madness. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. From deep, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They put the brakes on him.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback?
He's got it right down the field. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. LSU just hoping to run out the clock. In the red area, it's Durham. Swamped immediately. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rolls right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's Manning to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Third down from the gun, Manning. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Manning to the air again. Shoots it to the left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Manning. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Leaping grab for a big gain. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover.